Instructors tell us that they're looking for interactive problems to tie the material students learn in class to real-world situations to help make it more relevant and engaging for students. To address this, McGraw-Hill has developed application-based assignments that are highly interactive. There will be 38 of these activities in Connect for the Intro to Physical Sciences course. Here you can see the full list. We're going to walk through the effects of climate change activity as a student. When opening the assignment, the first screen is going to give the students an overview of the activity, as well as the learning objectives that it covers and how the automatic scoring works. Each ABA is role-playing in nature, so students select an avatar and take on a role of a stakeholder in the activity. Next, they'll see the other stakeholders in this discussion. The chat on the left-hand dialog is where the students will be asked to answer questions. The content on the right of the screen consists of images to go along with the dialogue. Sometimes it'll also consist of charts and graphs. Students will be scored for this activity. They can click on this at any time to see how they're doing, and it'll give them their overall score as well as their objective score. In this activity, you and your friends are driving back from a weekend getaway to the mountains. On the way up to the cabins, you were all studying for a quiz about positive and negative feedback systems. Your friend Mickey keeps talking about how much snow there was at the cabin compared to when he was younger, and that leads to a discussion about the effects of climate change. In the first question, the students and their friends are going to discuss how warmer air can hold more water vapor than colder air. So warmer storm systems can drop more precipitation. The difference in any one storm might not be that much, but the difference might add up if the snow does not melt much between snowfalls. In question 2, you can see they'll discuss the major changes that might occur in the landscape they see from the car window if the average temperature was 31 degrees instead of 32.5 degrees over the past month. As the discussion goes on, the group of friends will discuss the negative impact of climate change, such as rising seas, melting permafrost, and damaged ecosystems. If at any point a student answers a question incorrectly, they'll get feedback as to why that answer was incorrect to help redirect them and get them back on track. Students will also look at some of the potential benefits in the area, such as an extended growing season, a beneficial shift in rain patterns, and new shipping lanes opening, especially in polar regions. By exploring these scenarios, the students will be able to put the information from the text into context and better understand the impact of increasing temperatures on their world as well as their life. Once the student completes the activity, the student will get a summary of how they did, which includes their assignment score, and shows them how they did on each of the learning outcomes. If there's anything they struggle with, they can use this to go back to the textbook or to ask their instructor for additional help or clarification on what might be confusing them. As the instructor, you'll also see these details both on the aggregate level for your entire class, so you can see how the class did as a whole, but you'll also be able to drill down by individual student